So one of the things we wanted to chat about this week is the fact that we have seen the market just absolutely booming since January, and there have been a few skill sets in particular that have really been at the forefront of those hottest skill sets throughout the year. So we're going to bring in Rosanna, who is on my team, the HR team. She's our leader over there, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about what's going on in the recruiting market, since we have been saying since January we have a million recruiter openings. So let's bring in Ro. Hey, Ro.
Hi, ladies. Hello.
Oh, such energy. I love it.
Yeah, happy Wednesday. I cannot agree more with you. This short week is flying by. I cannot believe it's already Wednesday morning. I'm loving it.
Who can we talk to about this? Can we is there someone we can talk to petition for all weeks or 4-day weeks?
I think we need to have a national, that should just be a 4-day work week moving forward.
All right, I'm starting the petition now. I'll send it to you guys shortly.
Love it.
We have a lot to get in front of Matt this week, apparently. What happens with your tenure? When do we get another book bag? We're going to go to 4-day weeks. I love it.
Matt, we're coming for you. We'll chat later. Well, excited to hear you guys chat a little bit more about this.
Yeah, Ro, let's get into it. So,
Perfect.
No surprise for folks that have been tuned into the HireWell update all year that we have been talking constantly about how hot the job market is. And one skill set in particular has really been at the top of that list, and that's recruiters. So what has been driving the market for talent acquisition professionals to be in demand for so long?
Yeah, I think, the number one thing is last year was hard for everyone, but recruiters were hit very hard. So many companies paused hiring, they either furloughed or just put recruiting on pause. And now this year, we're in a completely different world where every company's hiring. So the demand to find recruiters is by far the hottest skill set that we've seen on the HR team. But I think it all comes back to that last year, just hiring got put on pause, recruiters were either furloughed, some potentially let go, some just, doing project work last year. And now we're back and recruiting's hot as ever.
It really is. However, we can start growing recruiters on trees. I tell this to people all the time. If we start that, we will be very successful people.
Yes.
Take that one to Shark Tank for sure.
I will. Somehow I'll get that going. But, as we've watched the demand for recruiters kind of grow month over month this past year, we've also seen salary inflation happening as well, and really rather quickly too. So why is this happening?
I think it's just a supply and demand. There are so many recruiting openings needed and not a ton of people looking on the market. So that would be probably due to, COVID as well. But I think even pre-COVID, the recruiter market was changing. It was definitely turning into more of a business partner. They were looked at a seat at the table when it came to HR, and not just, filtering through resumes. They were really a partner to the business. So that was already happening. And then now the fact that everyone needs a recruiter, recruiters can really ask for more from a salary.
Absolutely. So what advice would you give to companies that are maybe looking to hire TA professionals, and, specifically with kind of regards to navigating the inflation that we're seeing in salary?
Yeah, and this is a conversation Ryan and I are having on a weekly basis with clients. But I think there's a few different options. I think one, just being flexible on the type of recruiter you're hiring. So if you do have the budget to bring someone on full time versus contracting, that's always a good plan, just because full time is typically a little bit more appealing. Also, potentially going with a more junior resource and really training them on talent acquisition or training them on the industry. If you can get someone with a few years of experience that's hungry. None of us went to school to become recruiters, and we've all figured it out. So I think that's also a piece of advice. And then getting flexible with their solutions. We here at HireWell offer other areas where we can supplement recruiting for companies. So just kind of being open on the type of talent acquisition solution that you want to bring in.
Great advice. I agree with all of it. Final question for you.
Okay.
We'll kind of switch it over to the recruiters in the market. Any advice for those folks that are looking to take advantage of the salary inflation that we're seeing in this market?
Yeah, that's a good question as well. I would say due to the remote flexibility we all have now, and some companies are completely hiring, you can look at jobs that are in markets that you would have never looked at prior. So just making sure that you're not only focused on jobs that are in the place that you live, where maybe the market is a little bit different, and just being open, because companies are fighting over recruiters right now. We talk to them, weekly, where they have 10 different interviews lined up, they get multiple offers. So just really having a good, understanding of what the market looks like, not only in your home base, but also different locations that might be able to pay a little bit more.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing all of that. I agree with everything you said. Honestly.
I know, so right on, so on.
Absolutely. So if you're a recruiter and you want to chat with either Ro or myself to see all of the hot jobs that we're working on, which is, it seems like 20 different positions just in recruiting alone right now, feel free to reach out to both of us on LinkedIn. Or Ro, what's the best way for folks to get in touch with you?
Yeah, find me on LinkedIn, email me, rkrug@hirewell.com. We'd love to connect with you.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us, Ro. We'll look forward to seeing you again for hopefully your Recruiter of the Week spotlight soon.
Okay, perfect. Have a good day. Bye, ladies.
Bye, Ro.